What's cracking? This is Billboard. You should know me. I'm the new kid on the block. Oliver Tree, what's good? So I grew up in Santa Cruz, California, but I spent multiple years traveling with the Del Pickle Family Circus. Both my parents were acrobatics and I was a unicycler. I'd like to think that prepared me for life on the road as a touring artist. So right now my only backstage ritual is 5 minutes before the set, I look at my tour manager, I say, what city are we in? He tells me, we're here. I go and I say that name of that city for the next 5 minutes as I walk up to the stage. My biggest musical inspiration is the song Sandstorm by Darude. If you haven't heard it, go Google it right now. It's a fucking banger. So if someone was gonna play me in a movie, I think Hollywood would probably pick some guy like Rob Dyrdek, who is a fan of mine, but personally I would probably go with Andy Milonakis. I think he could really tell my story with justice. I started improvising music at the age of 3. Started really writing music at the age of 4.5. I wrote my first song at age 5. At age 6, I wrote my first symphony, and my first album was made when I was 9. If I could collaborate with any artist, it would either be Chris Angel or David Blaine. I'm really inspired by David Blaine's earlier work. He did this little stunt with the ice cube. He was frozen for 48 hours, and I've been training. By this time next year, I should be able to beat his record with 52 hours. I think the biggest misconception I had about major labels before signing with them was that I wouldn't have the full creative control. And I actually found that I have more creative control and freedom than I did on an independent label. So it really comes down to who you work with at the label and the end of the day what your deal is, because I have it set up so that these fuckers can't stop me from doing anything. So outside of music and scootering, the main skill sets I'm trying to master right now is 1, parkour, and 2, capoeira. Last year I was almost exclusively focused on monster truck jumping. I spent 6 months at the Paris Auto Speedway where I learned how to jump these monster trucks. You can see it in my first 2-part music video, All That and Alien Boy. My music making process is different on every song. Sometimes I'll start out and write the melody on a flute, and then I basically take these songs and play them to my team and kind of catch a vibe, and if anything sticks, we go in and we track it in the studio. I'd say my biggest accomplishment was getting a major label to be able to invest multiple millions of dollars into a pumpkin-headed freak. So the new song, Hurt, is actually about a scooter crash I had when I was 18. I used to compete in professional contests. I was coming down a roll-in on a semifinal run, and out of nowhere this little pebble shows up. I hit this thing, I go flying, I break my left wrist, my right wrist, and the joint that connects the thumb to my hand. So it's about that scooter crash, but it's also about a falling out I had with my old scooter crew. We used to ride every single day after school, hit the park, rain or shine. I was the only guy out of the whole team to get signed, and I think there was a lot of jealousy and frustration, and that song is an apology to them and a fuck you to everyone else.
Somebody should have had your